There is a quiet war happening inside millions of minds every single day. Not a loud war, not a dramatic one. It happens in small, invisible moments. Scrolling through someone else's life and suddenly feeling like yours is not enough. Hearing about someone's promotion, someone's marriage, someone's breakthrough, and for just a second, something tightens inside your chest. You don't say it out loud, but your mind noticed. And over time, that noticing becomes a habit, a pattern, a lens through which you begin seeing your entire life. That is what comparison does to the mind. And tonight, we are going to talk about what actually happens mentally, emotionally, and spiritually when you finally stop. Modern researchers have found that frequent social comparison activates the same stress pathways in the brain associated with threat and danger. In other words, your nervous system does not always know the difference between a physical threat and the feeling that someone else's life is better than yours. It simply reacts. And many people today are triggering that stress response dozens of times a day without realizing it. A quick scroll, a passing conversation, a memory of where you thought you would be by now. And slowly, the mind begins building an identity around not enough progress, not enough success, not enough faith, not enough. But thousands of years before neuroscience had language for this, the Bible already identified the root of the problem. And more importantly, it already described the way out. Psalm 139:14. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. Notice what this verse does not say. It does not say you are fearfully and wonderfully made compared to others. It does not say you are valuable if you achieve enough. It says, wonderful are your works. Full stop. Comparison shrinks identity. It takes something God called wonderful and quietly whispers, but look at them. And the mind, if it hears that whisper long enough, begins to believe it. But here is what neuroscience is slowly confirming about identity and repetition. When a person consistently rehearses a belief about themselves, whether negative or positive, the brain begins strengthening the emotional pathways connected to that belief. Meaning the mind you rehearse most becomes the mind you live from. So say this slowly. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Again, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Not as empty words, as a redirection of attention back to what God already declared over your life before anyone else had an opinion about it.
Galatians 6:4. Each one should test their own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. This verse is remarkable because it does not say comparison is simply emotionally unhealthy. It says it is spiritually misdirected. Because when your eyes are fixed on someone else's path, they cannot be fully present on yours. And your path matters. Your calling is specific. Your timing is not accidental. Many people delay their own obedience because they are waiting to feel as ready, as gifted, as visible as someone else they admire. But God never called you to run someone else's race. He called you to yours. So breathe slowly and repeat this. My path is not behind theirs. My path is mine. Say it again. My path is not behind theirs. My path is mine.
Here is something fascinating. Researchers studying gratitude and self-focus have found that when a person consistently redirects attention toward their own progress, even small progress, the brain's reward system begins responding differently. Anxiety decreases, motivation increases, emotional resilience grows. The Bible called this running your own race long before science gave it a name. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." Not the race set before someone else, the race set before us. And the moment your attention returns to your own race, something shifts. The constant noise of comparison begins losing its grip. Your mind stops measuring and starts moving. Here is something fascinating. Researchers studying gratitude and self-focus have found that when a person consistently redirects attention toward their own progress, even small progress, the brain's reward system begins responding differently. Anxiety decreases, motivation increases, emotional resilience grows. The Bible called this running your own race long before science gave it a name. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." Not the race set before someone else, the race set before us. And the moment your attention returns to your own race, something shifts. The constant noise of comparison begins losing its grip. Your mind stops measuring and starts moving. Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The pattern of this world is comparison, ranking, measuring worth by visibility, speed, and success. Social media did not create this pattern. It simply amplified something already present in human nature. But this verse offers something radical. Transformation. Not through more effort, not through achieving more, through renewing the mind. And renewal is not a single dramatic moment. Renewal is a daily returning. Returning your thoughts to truth. Returning your identity to what God says. Returning your attention to your own calling, your own growth, your own quiet faithfulness. Many people are waiting for a feeling of confidence before they stop comparing. But the renewing of the mind actually produces that confidence. The transformation comes first, internally, and then the feeling follows. So say this slowly. I am being transformed. Not compared, transformed. Again. I am being transformed. Not compared, transformed. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Comparison is exhausting, not just emotionally, physically. The nervous system was not designed to constantly evaluate your worth against an invisible standard that keeps moving. And many people are deeply tired, not from working too hard, from striving too hard to feel like enough. Jesus does not say, achieve more and then rest. He says, come as you are and find rest. There is nothing to prove here, no ranking to climb, no highlight reel to match, just rest. And when the mind genuinely receives that rest, when it stops the exhausting work of measuring, something beautiful begins to happen. You start noticing your own life again, the quiet blessing. Before this video ends, say these words slowly over your mind. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. My path is not behind theirs. My path is mine. I am being transformed. Not compared, transformed. I release the need to measure myself. I come to God as I am. Let those words settle, because comparison will try to return. It always does. But now you know what to do when it comes. Redirect, return, renew. Not once, daily. Because what you repeatedly tell your mind slowly begins to believe. And the mind that stops measuring itself against others is finally free to become everything God already designed it to be. If this video encouraged you, subscribe for more biblical mind renewal content. Share it with someone quietly struggling with comparison today. And comment below, "My path is mine." Because someone reading those words right now may need that reminder more than you realize. This content is created for spiritual encouragement and biblical reflection. It is not medical or psychological treatment and should not replace professional mental health care when needed.